Hello, folks. ACMS Gaming here, and as you can see, I finally got the full uniform. I'd say it works best, just considering the context of the character. So, today we'll be going back into the story mode. I have no idea where we are. So, let's see if we can actually get somewhere. Oh, right. We'll be finding wheats. Hello, bacon buddies. Are we fighting against wheats? Now, considering the context here, we're technically not going to have any limitations because we're fighting against Reese, who's kind of omnipotent to begin with, but I'll keep seeing the Super Saiyan. Time to train! Reese's whimsy. Though Frieza and Cooler have been defeated, Beerus' anger for being manipulated by Toa still raged on. And to relieve Beerus' stress, you and we spot. Again, and the game won't let us showcase any of this because it's technically towards the end of the game. But not that it matters too much. So, most that I can say is, I decided to equip a Super Soul that is technically pretty trolly. So it'll keep adding a bit of power to my attacks, and it gets used every time. Well, it gets activated every single time you grab the opponent. I mean, it's technically an error on the developer's part for blocking out all this despite what we're trying to do here. I mean, with some scenes, they are a bit special, but for this part of the game, I think it might as well be considered a bug, because I don't think it's supposed to be this way for Battle of Gods and Resurrection F. And Whis is currently kicking my rear end. I mean, I have plenty of power added to my attacks anyway, so just beat up Whis. But I really hate that this ends up happening. So yeah, we just beat up Whis. I wouldn't recommend doing that. At that point, and all and I are watching all these streams. Well, let's go to the time vault. Here in Trunks travel back to the time of Planet Vegeta's destruction. Also, I can understand the time vault here because this is technically its own little thing. But your Trunks travel back to the time of Planet Vegeta's destruction to find out more about the masked Saiyan and Bardock. That was when you went to Stoa carrying off Bardock. When you followed them, a fierce battle against Mir and the masked Saiyan commenced. Seriously, why is this blocked off? Well, Bandai will be Bandai. Can't really blame them for trying to protect some of their property. I mean, technically this is the final battle, so in a realistic sense, it makes sense. This can be major spoilers for the game, but I don't understand why it would be like this for PlayStation.
How you doing, Bacon Buddies?
And that was Super Shade Gaming.
Super Shit Gaming here, just hanging out for a minute before I head to bed. But I wanted to say hi. I saw that you jumped in. Thank you for hanging out with ACMS. Yeah, Bandai is really, really strict about their games and what gets streamed and what doesn't. I don't quite understand it. You would think that they would want you to be pushing their game, but you know, it's their
Property and
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, it's their property. So I guess whatever.
I mean, you can understand it from a developmental standpoint because some of the stuff is some pretty sensitive info on the game, like
It
final
is,
battles and
but it's a
stuff.
video game and it doesn't exactly follow the story. I could see them cutting like the cut scenes and stuff like that, but the regular gameplay, I feel like they could have allowed a little bit more.
Well, to be fair, this is the final battle for the game, so the final arc. So I can see them blocking this out purely because it's a really deep point of their game. Something that's so original that some of the stuff can't exactly be shown without breaking too many guidelines.
I guess. I don't know. I feel like they could have been a little more lenient on it.
I mean, I can agree to an extent. Like, there's some stuff that is kind of deep on the spectrum.
Especially at this point. You know, at this point, most people have played this game at least once that are going to play it. So I feel like they could have let things loosen up a little bit by now.
Plus, there's also the fact that in this one, in art, there's also a custom-made drawn cutscene, so I can kind of understand that being blocked out.
But I wanted to stop in here and say hi to everyone that's joined in. Thank you so much for hanging out with ACMS Gaming. He is part of our Super Shade Gaming crew. And yeah, we've always loved Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is awesome. We're watching through. We've
Hello,
watched
Uncle
through all
Bishop.
Master Pastor. we've all gone through the Dragon Ball anime. Actually, Shay Girl and I are watching through GT right now.
Why is Toy using such a useless his ultimate?
But thank y'all for hanging out with ACMS Gaming. I'm gonna head to bed. Got a long day tomorrow. But thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sometimes you can indeed ask the question, are you allergic to money? Kick in the face. Again, watch the cord. So anyways, by this point in the story, we just beat up the previous hero, but he has just been erased from history. What could have happened to cause it? None of the characters know.
Dude, that's harsh.
Oh, shut up, you dummy.
No, dude, you got wiped out from existence? Even though he existed?
Welcome!
That's not cool, dude.
Supreme Kaitai, and explains the obvious. Supreme Kaitai explains something that she cannot explain.
What's up? You know what else you can't explain, dude?
Your obnoxious attitude.
Yeah. Dragons had Xenoverse.
Shut up.
Come on, you have to admit, that'd be awesome, dude.
And mute. Anyways, this is the only section of the game where, or this is actually a completely unique map. Even though it has everything in like normal, the only thing that's actually missing is the holographic statue of the previous hero.
Hi!
But everyone here isn't exactly going to be able to, let's just say, explain who the previous hero was. And despite it all looking normal, it's not. Which is why we gotta go to the only unique section of the game. Now, of course,
What's that?
you need a specific level. 58. So, we'll be right back as we go and gather some levels.
Dude, that looks like me when I power up.
Shut up. My stream, I can make anyone go mute.
Hey!
Sometimes it happens instantly,
Hey.
other times
Hey!
it takes a little bit.
Hey!
So I'm just gonna boost the character up to level 60 because I think that was actually the level cap at the time.
Hey!
But it
Hey!
technically puts my character on par with Mira.
Hey!
Now, of course, because of the section of the game, I can use Evolve. That's where I'll put my attribute points. Basic attack. Debuff supers. Strike supers. Now, of course, because this is the final battle, you're probably not going to be able to see it on my screen. It's sad, I know, but it's kind of how Bandai decided to make the game. If you want to see it, you can search it up on any of our YouTubers' channel. Game's like, I don't know, almost 10 years old now, so
That's bogus, dude.
the only thing that's bogus is your entire lifespan.
Guess what? Guess what? I found a note and I hit the unmute button, dude.
Sadly, I have the power to mute, so that remote isn't going to do good. By Shenron's might, history restored. Looking upon the hero's mask, Trunks realized that he may have forgotten something important. Once called a hero, by Trunks, Toad had killed Shenron, and trying to change history by erasing the hero name. That was a rough translation. Currently, this is the only time where he gets to witness is the change in history. Yeah, because after the Namek arc, they kind of stopped doing it.
I am the legendary Super Saiyan Chadku.
Shut up. Oi, Super Shay, get this numbnuts out of here.
Here, numbnuts.
No, dude, no, wait. Ow! 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 Ow, my emotional stability, dude.
And one more for the road.
Sorry about that. Didn't mean to let him get in here.
Next time, put an impenetrable wall.
I've tried, dude. You've seen on my streams. We try so hard to keep him off. Unfortunately, the people love him.
Well, he's not going to be allowed on my streams anymore. And this is the only time in the game where you can actually fight in the first location. It's not even the full thing, too. Not going to be able to switch with a literal god, Toa. Why do you try stuff, Toa? Why do you try stuff? Level up to 61. Now, of course, there's extra history that hasn't been viewed yet, so final battle, rewriting history. Defeat Mira. This is the final battle. I mean, this entire fight is yours to do. Once Mira's health stops lowering, you technically reach a deciding point. This is gonna hurt. Now, when Mira's at his last bit of health, he can just put down a controller. Now Mira has gone into an overloaded mode. He's becoming a super villain. Phase 1 Mira defeated. Right now, my stamina has been completely drained. Well, let's see what I then got. Looks like I got the secret one. Dragon Fast. Shut up, Goku. Yeah, I forget that you can't skip at the end credits. I'll just admit, I think the credits are longer because of all the characters that were added. Funny enough, Christopher Sabat is actually quite important to the okay, whole, I guess, producing aspect of Dragon Ball of Dragon Ball stuff. At least for the English side. Pretty sure there should be an S somewhere in there. But hello, Gaming for Likes. Cat's meowing. Judging by the randomly added U to humor, I would have to say it means in your dialect it's probably UK. Because here in the US we spell humor without the U. Kind of like color. Yeah, that was Xenoverse. It technically gives you a multiplayer mode ad, but that was Xenoverse 2. On top with the video game, as they say. And of course, there is DLC that exists after the main event, and that was the first story mode. So, next time, we'll be going on an adventure to see what the heck is happening. There's technically other bits of story as well that have yet to be experienced. So, we'll see you all then. Bye-bye now.